What's up, everybody? It's your boy Deafness45, and I'm back with Week 15, talking about tomorrow, Sunday, the 19th, DFS NFL slate. Let me get this shared out real quick, and we will get right on into it. A lot of stuff happening, a lot of teams not playing, a lot of players out, all sorts of stuff going on. Yeah. Lots to talk about. Get this shared out real quick. All right. Deal. All right. Let me everything pulled up here. Kind of what we always do. We'll go game by game. This is Fantasy Cruncher. This is without touching anything. This is what Fantasy Cruncher has for FanDuel for the optimal. This is what DraftKings for Fantasy Cruncher has for the optimal. So just kind of a couple things to look at, keep thoughts on, etc. What we'll do is we will go game by game, basically. We'll just we'll go off of FanDuel first, and then after we go through all the plays, we'll build a lineup, and then from there we'll build a DraftKings lineup, and then after that I gotta go shopping. Anybody who was involved in the Toys for Tots auction, raising money, again, thank you so much. Don't know if we're gonna be able to film going shopping, so if we can't do that, then I think what we're going to do is we're just going to film and show us doing the full donation, dollar amount donation, etc. I've learned some things, and I'll discuss that more. I'm going to make a video about everything, all of it together, and I'll discuss more, some things that we've learned in this process. And I kind of wanted to always do it, but it was a last-second thing that I decided on. And, like, when I talk to these managers and stuff, like the store manager, she was like, oh, if you would have got a hold of me earlier, I ran out of donation money, but I could have donated another like 500. We would have got clearances in time, etc. We're kind of getting crunched and getting close to Christmas time. So we want to make sure we get that donation, whether it's the gifts or all the money, to Toys for Tots one way or another. Amy, good morning. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, I think a lot of people thought I was going to be live tomorrow talking football, but I got to do it today because I'm going to be busy again. I'm going shopping all day, all night, and then I'll be relaxing tonight. So yeah, it was an awesome, amazing, awesome auction. So again, guys, this is the Fantasy Cruncher Optimal. I just ran 3 lines. This is DraftKings. Again, we're going to go game by game. I'll tell you kind of who I am on which players. So FanDuel has got the Dallas at Giants game on their list first. That's a 44.5 point total. Cowboys are favored by 10.5. I don't know. Some things point to me wanting to play Dak here. I know Dak has not been good the last 3 weeks, but that's almost more of a reason why I may be interested in playing Dak Prescott this week. I feel like he's going to have a bounce back. I actually saw somebody asking or tweeting out in season long, do they go with Dak or do they go with, I forget who else it was, but I told him to go with Dak, believe in Dak. And if I'm telling him that, then I think I should be somewhat on him and playing him. And I think this is a good spot. I know the spread is a lot, but I think you're going to find that this week there's a lot of games that are similar in this situation where it's like a 10.5 point spread. So we have to take our shots. So yes, that's kind of where we're at. So Dak would be a guy I'd like. If I'm going to pair him up, I'm probably going to go with like CeeDee Lamb or Gallup. Zeke's in an interesting spot too. You could look to someone like Zeke. There's not a lot of running back options. Man, he has not been good though. Like, look at 12 rushes, 45 yards, 13 rushes, 45 yards. They're just, the numbers aren't there, right? He has not had like a monster game. Really, if you want to even call it a monster, against Atlanta, one of the worst defenses, 19.26. But Giants right here, that's, and you can't go off of, he's necessarily going to do what he did last time. But, yeah, it got crazy. But, it's possible. So if you're not going to play Dak, you're probably going to be looking at someone like Zeke in this game. On the Detroit side, I don't think I'm really on anybody. You know, you could look at Schultz or somebody too as far as that tight end. But that's going to be pretty much it for that game. I'm going to go a little fast, guys, because I do have to get shopping here in about a half hour, but I wanted to get this in. Arizona at the Detroit Lions. I like this game. I really do. I really like Kyler Murray. Even with D-Hop out, I'm still a fan of this game, and I'm still a fan of Kyler Murray. And what I really am a fan of is with D-Hop out, Chase is out. There's a lot of guys out here, right? We're waiting on James Conner. He's questionable with an ankle. But that's okay, because I don't think I'm going to play much. What's up, Clint? I don't think I'm going to play much of Conner this week. I think I'm going to focus on Kyler Murray, even though there's a big spread. Again, I just talked about this. There's a lot of games with a lot of wide spreads this week. So I'm liking a stack with like a Kyler. And guys, I think this might be a week. I've talked about it. That guy that I told you is a sleeper, Rondell Moore. I think this might be his week where we really see what happens with him. What's up, Joby1? So, yeah, I'm just not going to play Connor with Kyler. In any lineup, I'm going to have Kyler and I'm not. They don't correlate properly, right? Quarterbacks and running backs don't correlate. So, you're looking at someone like a Kyler Murray, which he's very expensive. I get that. But you also, if you're going to go with someone like Rondell Moore, AJ Green, Christian Kirk, right? I think Moore is going to be the least owned. Where is he at? Right here. $5,500. Guys, this is with all the receivers in. Like 4 targets, 3 receptions. Not a lot here, right? But I believe this is when someone else was out. 11 targets, 11 receptions, and 51 yards. Now, he is capable of delivering or receiving a monster reception. We've seen it throughout the course of the season. He's had like right here, I think 8 and 7 with 114. I think he had like a 50-yard or 60-yard touchdown. He is most definitely capable of a monster shot down the field. So I love going Kyler Murray. I love going Rondell Moore here. You could even look at someone like Kirk or AJ Green as well. But D-Hop being out, Edmonds is out. If Connor plays, Connor is a great play. He knows how to find the end zone. He pays dirt just every single week. Just don't play them together. They don't correlate together. So if you're going to play one, don't play the other. Your quarterback, running back, right? Same team. On the Detroit side, man, it's pretty ugly, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. If someone like Jamal Williams or D Swift were in, I would be looking at somebody like that. But I don't think this is a game that I'm gonna run anybody back at. I don't think I'm gonna run anyone back yet. You could even look at Arizona defense here. The problem is they're so expensive. You can probably find some cheaper defenses. What's up, my man? Guns. We got Ebriz in the house. What up, brother? Good to see you, man. We got Balls in the building. We got Clint. We got Amy. Let me get my man Ebriz. Ebriz up in the building, man. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, my guy. Let me give you a little bluey here. 1 second. I got to do it from my phone. The little bluey love. Hope you're doing well as well, man. All right. So, again, love Kyler Murray. Love going to Rondell Moore this week. I think this is a week with D-Hop out. Rondell Moore is a monster. I think that's a play that I am just locked and loaded. I think I'll probably be heavy on anything GPP. Cash gets a little tricky, gets a little interesting. You may want to go with someone more like Christian Kirk or AJ Green. But all in all, either way, I'm a fan. So, Rondell Moore, Kyler Murray, lock it. That's where I'm at right there. That's one of the quarterbacks I'll be heavily on. That's one of the stacks I'll be heavily playing this week. Carolina at Buffalo. Buffalo all day. This is just a 12-point spread. I don't think this game even stays close. But again, you could look at someone like Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, right? Dawson Knox has just been an absolute beast this season, man. He's like Allen's favorite target when they get in the red zone, right? Stephon Diggs. Diggs is up there too, but Knox is really that guy when they're inside the red zone where he's looking to throw to, right? Secure there. There's some security there. He knows he's going to catch the ball if it's anywhere near him. DJ Moore is questionable, right? Again, this is another game where I think this week is interesting because I think no matter who you stack, if you go with any stacks, I don't think there's any playback. So I don't think on almost any game where you would stack one side, I think this is a week where you absolutely do not play back. Like, who are you gonna play back from Carolina this week, right? Who's gonna be a guy you're gonna play back from Carolina this week? I don't know. I love Beasley as well. You know, maybe take a shot at someone like Robbie Anderson, especially if DJ Moore is gone, right? Someone else out there that might be cheaper. I don't know if there's anyone else that I would look to. So, what's up, LC Ryan, man? How you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well. We got a little Chiefs. We got a little Chiefs and Raider John in the chat. I love to see it, man. I love to see it. I love the passion between the teams. I'm a fan of that. Tennessee at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Again, Najee Harris is just so god dang expensive, right? $8,800. I get it, though. The dude is on the field pretty much 100% of the time when the offense is on the field. The guy gets a heavy, huge usage. I just don't know that I like it here against the Tennessee Titans, even at home. But I do like guys like Deontay Johnson. Roethlisberger could be an interesting take or play if you want to do like a stack with him. I don't know that I'm going there, but that's something you could look at. If you are, you could also look at someone like Chase Claypool, Tannehill. Julio Jones is going to be active. I don't know how well, you know, he'd be your guy probably to go to, right? Because you got A.J. Brown out, so you could look to someone like Julio. Deontay Foreman, my guy Guns said Foreman would be a guy last week. He actually found Pater last week, so shout out to Guns on that call. It's pretty sweet. Pat Freiermuth, love the dude. He's a guy you can lock and load. You can put in there. You can take shots at someone like James Washington as well if you're looking for a GPP flyer, sneak flyer, someone who may get you there. Not a guarantee, though. Washington, Philly, that game is out. That's postponed, so we don't got to worry about that. The Jets at Miami Dolphins. Ty Johnson is interesting. There's not a lot of running back options this week, guys, because all many games have been eliminated or postponed, etc. For Sunday's slate, it's very minimal. So you don't have a lot of different running backs to choose from. Gesicki would be an interesting take. Gaskins I think is in a great spot. Again, I've talked about this throughout the year. The Jets defense, they're not a great team. But their strongest point of their defense is their defensive line, by far. They have a great defensive line. That doesn't mean that they're going to stop the run all day, but just keep that in mind. Myles Gaskins, though, he's used heavily at the goal line. He's used heavily inside the red zone. He is he's in a great spot to look at. And Tua, if you're a Tua believer, this would be a week where I've not mentioned him at all season as far as playing him, but with the limited amount of teams and players and options we have and the spots they're in, this might be a guy to look at this week. So keep that in mind as well. Tua might be that guy that could get you if you're in that Millie winner. I'm just saying it right now. The last time I said this, I said Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, Eckler, running it back with like Devontae Adams and a couple other guys. They were all in that Millie lineup. So just saying, this might be a week for something like that. Houston at Jacksonville. Man. So I think Jacksonville gets a win here, guys. Urban Meyer's gone, right? The team maybe is resurged. They're feeling like they gotta do something now. They feel like maybe they got more of their own control back, what have you. The team, maybe the morale within the team is going to be better. I think Jacksonville gets a win here. I love James Robinson in the spot. I think James Robinson is in a smash spot. He's probably going to be semi-popular because, again, our options on running backs are so minimum this week because of so many things postponed. Marvin Jones you could look at, right? Chenault, you know. I don't know that I would do any kind of Trevor Lawrence type deal, but again, he's going to be so goddamn low owned. Who knows? Maybe he goes out and has one of these 22, 23-point games, right? It's been a while. He had an 18-02 game against Atlanta. But again, are you guys seeing a trend here? Every time I show a game log for a player, they've gone off against who? Atlanta Falcons. Their defense is absolutely horrible. Whoever Atlanta's playing, lock them up. So here we go. Next on, we go to Atlanta and San Francisco. Atlanta, San Francisco. You could look at somebody like Kittle here. Kittle has been an absolute monster, right? He's going to have more eyes on him. More people are going to be looking to play him due to the fact that he's had 2 monster weeks. When people start having crazy games, you know, they're going to get more exposure. They're going to get more people are going to lock him in. More people are going to think they're just going to duplicate what they've been doing. And as much as it's possible for him to do, and he has the ability to do it, there's a chance that he may not as well. So just keep that in mind. Now you got Debo coming back. Eli Mitchell is out, so you're going to have the likes of like Jeff Wilson, and Hasty. Is Wilson apparently going to is set to lead the 49ers back again, ruled out. So Jeff Wilson could be a guy to look at. Again, guys, running backs do great against Atlanta. Debo should be in. Debo Samuel, that would be another guy because he takes a lot of stuff from the backfield. He's very expensive. You're going to pay that price tag. I'm telling you. It's not going to be cheap. But this is a smash spot for these guys on San Francisco. Carolina or Cordell Patterson, they said they're going to manage his workload. I don't really know what manage workload is. We heard that with Austin Eckler, and Patterson's not even hurt, right? There's no injury here. So we heard this with Austin Eckler. Austin Eckler had 12 rushes, 59 yards, 1 touchdown. He had 4 targets, 23 yards. Yeah, maybe not as much, but he still was heavily involved in the game. In fact, when I was watching that game, when I was breaking the other night, I saw them go to him like numerous times back to back to back, like in plays. So that's not really managing workload, right? I mean, they pulled him out in series, but they do that all season with him. That's nothing different. Kelly comes in for breathers. Jackson runs like a series or 2 sometimes. I mean, that's just kind of how it works. But I'm loading up on San Francisco here. You could even look at the likes of a Garoppolo stack here, guys. Garoppolo is looking mighty tasty this week. Garoppolo with a Kittle and a Debo, if you can make it happen, or you go down to Brandon Ayuk in place of Samuel. That's something I'm looking forward to. Just hanging out with the kids, trying to wait. Nice, man. Nice. Hope everybody's doing well. Lines equal no one, right? Exactly. So, guys, Jimmy Garoppolo is a guy that, like, again, Atlanta, right? Every time a player has gone off, it's been against Atlanta this year. I'm not saying that's the only time a player's gone off. I'm just saying anytime we look at and a player's gone off and you see who they win against, if they played Atlanta, Atlanta's usually that team. So everything points to, like, playing San Francisco here. I don't know if I can drill that in enough to you guys. San Francisco is probably a play here, right? Not the only play, though. Cincy at Denver. You know, as much as I like a lot of guys on both sides of this team, I'm really a fan of a lot of these players. I'm a fan of Jamar Chase. I'm a fan of Mixon. I'm a fan of Burrow. I'm a fan of Higgins, right? Melvin Gordon's questionable. Javonte Williams is questionable. Keep an eye on these guys. If one of these guys are out, I'm for sure a fan of the other one then. That's in, right? More to Javonte Williams. We're continuing to see how athletic and how good this guy is. He's actually a monster. He's going to be a great running back in this league, and we're finally slowly starting to see it little by little. They're working him in slowly, you know, with this shared deal with Melvin Gordon. But besides all that, I don't know, man. I don't know that I'm... And this is a closer game, closer spread. This is a 3-point total. It's a 44-point total, 3-point favor. Broncos. I don't know. I almost would lean to taking the Bengals here, even though they're away at Denver. I don't know that I'm really a fan of many. Besides whoever, if one of these guys is out, I'd be a fan of the other. So this one's postponed. And then I love this game, at least on the Green Bay side. Again, guys, there's a couple guys I think that are really in the far race for the MVP this year, and usually it goes to a quarterback, right? And that's Tom to go Brady, and that's Aaron Rodgers. I think those two quarterbacks are by far, if you look at everything, I mean, people could say Kyler Murray, people could say Matthew Stafford, people could say Cooper Kupp. I think if you say Cooper Kupp, though, Matthew Stafford automatically would kind of jump that no matter how crazy he's been doing, because Stafford's also throwing, 30 plus touchdowns. I know he's throwing some high interceptions. But again, guys, you got to go back and look at all the throws and all the interceptions. Some of them have been completely 100% his fault. But sometimes balls are tipped that should have been caught, etc. They deflect off, a defender gets it. Sometimes those stats don't really show you truly. Sometimes they kind of lie to you. So I love Aaron Rodgers this week. I love going Aaron Rodgers. I love going Devontae Adams. I actually don't even mind taking somebody like if MVS is in. Alan Lazard has just been did great last week as well. Seven targets, 6 receptions, 75 yards, a touchdown. I mean, dude, at 5,300, you could almost play those 3. You could almost just lock in and go 3. Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Jones is interesting. I don't know that I like him against Baltimore, but he could be the one. I mean, they are the best rush defense in the league. But look at this. They're the worst in the past. One of the worst in the past. Look at these numbers. Look at the last 3 weeks. Not to be a game log whore, but look at the last 3 weeks. I mean, it's absolutely insane. I mean, look at, besides week 1 and week 15, 14, 13, 12, week 11 and week 12. Other than that, he has been a monster, close to 20 plus. I mean, look at this against Minnesota, man. And he lost this game. 385 yards, 4 touchdowns. I mean, dude's throwing for 300 plus yards almost the last 4 weeks. 3 weeks for sure, almost the last 4. Aaron Rodgers on a different level. He's right there with Brady. Him and Brady are just, I think one of those two win the MVP this year. I'm just saying. I think one of those two win it. And then if I were to run it back, Hollywood Brown is questionable. We don't know if Lamar Jackson's playing. Huntley might be playing. He might be playing this week. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But Mark Andrews, I would like Mark Andrews, even though he's spendy, you know, especially with a backup quarterback. I think didn't Huntley play last week? He had 11 targets, 11 receptions, 115 yards, and a touchdown. So my 2 main focuses, my 3 quarterbacks, right? I'm pretty much going to stay locked into 3 quarterbacks this week. He is out for sure. Yeah, then Huntley's in. Then I love Andrews. My three quarterbacks this week for GPPs are going to be Aaron Rodgers, Jimmy Garoppolo, and Kyler Murray. Those are the 3. Those 3 guys are the guys that are going to be in my lineups. Those 3 quarterbacks on Sunday are going to be in my lineups. So those are the guys that I'm going for. That's what I'm running with. That's what I'm shooting with. And again, if I'm playing Aaron Rodgers, I am running it back with Mark Andrews. I might build a couple lineups with nobody running back just to save some money on the tight end side. Throw somebody like Fairmouth or somebody from Pittsburgh on the tight end deal. But that's kind of where I'm at. Guys, I know some of you guys came in late. Let me show you guys what Fantasy Cruncher has in the optimals. So this is FanDuel's. This is 3 lineups for FanDuel Optimal. They got Dak up there. They got David Johnson, James Robinson, Diggs, Elliott. I don't know why they're going to running back with quarterback. Not really correlating, but that's what they're doing. Dak is also in the Fantasy Cruncher DraftKings lineup. So let's build a lineup, guys. Let's do a FanDuel lineup and let's do a DraftKings lineup. Which quarterback do you guys want to start this with? Tell me what quarterback. We got to be kind of quick because my kids are on the way. We're going to go get our Christmas shopping done. And then I'm going to work on figuring out what we're going to do with the donation. I don't know that we're going to be able to shop. If not, then we're just going to be donating $1,200 plus dollars, and we'll do it all, document it all and whatnot. I may end up just, if we can't go shopping, I may have a actual upload video that I create. So I might have somebody do like a nice edit. I've been recording some clips in the last day or so since I found this out just in case. So that might just be something that drops. And I might be looking to do like a once a week upload video on top of everything. Like almost kind of like my daily walk vlog, but it wouldn't be live. And it would just be like kind of a weekly recap. So I'm looking into doing that, like dropping it like once a week, like on a specific day every week. I don't know. We'll see. So, who do you guys want to run with? You got everybody's on Rodgers, man. Everybody loves Rodgers. I love it. I love it, man. I'm bought in. I'm bought in. So I think we just automatically we want to stack Adams with him for sure. Do we want to go Lazard as well, or do we just want to keep it that? And then the question is, do we want in this one, on this one, would you play Rodgers or Brady? Well, Brady isn't in this slate, so and it would depend on who's playing who, right? It would be matchup based. Do you guys want us to put Andrews in at tight end, or do we want to just play somebody else? And I mean, do we want to lock in Lazard too, or do we just think it's going to be Rodgers Adams? So we think Lazard's going to find the end zone. This is where you guys need to participate. I know I'm seeing a lot of responses for Rodgers. I appreciate that. Now we just need to figure out our tight ends, etc. While we're thinking on that, let's look at our defense. Oh, I got to go to all games. Obviously, the Dolphins, the Bills are in a great spot. The Carolinas in a great spot. Packers, I think, are in a decent spot, even though they're not at home. 49ers, I think, are in a pretty good spot against Atlanta. Jacksonville against Houston is interesting for the savings. What do you guys think? Oh, I got you. Season. I don't know, man. They're like neck and neck. Be interesting to pull their numbers up. Shit, my kid's already here. Guys, we got to do this kind of quick because my kids are here. What about the Cowboys? Did I say Cowboys? Dallas Dallas Giants, not bad. I just think that at 4,600, I think I would pay for the Bills for $300 more on FanDuel, personally. I mean, that would just be me, or the Niners for less. And that would be my... Yeah, we can go James Conner at running back since we're not doing Kyler Murray at quarterback. Absolutely. He's 8,000. He's expensive, but that's all right. There's some cheap running backs, and there's some other cheap receivers we can look at. We got to be kind of quick, guys. I'm just going to do Cowboys because that's what I got in the response here. You guys can adjust. You know, this is just us building one together. So let's... I don't know if you guys want to do Andrews or not. Let's look at our running back options. I don't think Mixon or Harris we can do, especially if we're going to go Connor, if Connor does play. Cordell Patterson is a little spendy as well. He's 7,000. But we might want to do a little mini stack within a stack. Go Bills? All right, we'll go Bills, I guess. That's probably a little better spot anyway, personally, I think. You want Ayuk? Ayuk will be interesting because more people will go Debo, even though the price... And then do we want to play like Cordell Patterson? Do we want to put Patterson in to correlate it back with a mini game stack within the stacks? We're doing a running back. Are we going to do Andrews? I don't know if we can fit Andrews in here. Let's see. That would leave us at 56.67. Let's see what we got for running back options that are cheaper. So Zeke is 67, Gaskins is 66, Robbins 63. That's not bad. Jeff Wilson, 58. We already got Ayuk, though. David Johnson. We could go someone like Ty Johnson. Hasn't done much, but what he's done doesn't matter. That's not what he's done. It's what he's going to do, right? If we do Andrews, it's pretty spendy. We don't have much salary. So we could go someone like Knox at 65. We could go... Schultz, Fairmouth, right? What do you guys think, man? Just give me some. Let me see where Knox lands here. We get us at 59. Let's see what other receiver. We'd have to spend down at receiver a little bit. Oh! What about Moore? Rondell Moore. There you go, Rondell Moore. Put Moore in there. Fairmouth. This is kind of a little unorganized, guys, because I didn't realize my kids were already here. They said they're like 30 minutes away, like 5 minutes ago. So Running back and flex. We got running back and flex, guys. Running back and flex. So we got 6,800. 6,800. Do we do somebody like James Robinson? Jeff Wilson? We're not going to do Wilson. Foreman. Holman. Maybe a James Robinson. That would leave us 73 for flex. We can get someone like, well, I don't like Barkley. Deontay Johnson. Hey, Cordell Patterson. He's pointing to us right here. Patterson. Yeah, I love, we could leave 300 on the table, guys. We got a little mini stack. A mini stack in here. I like it. All right, guys, that's what we're going to do. Not really going to have time to do a DraftKings lineup, guys. I got to run, man. My kids are here. I was trying to sneak this in for you guys. But again, guys that I'm heavy on, quarterbacks, and then run it around this if you like what I'm on or what I'm saying. Aaron Rodgers number 1, Jimmy Garoppolo number 2, Kyler Murray number 3, right? And then look for your main targets. If you're going with Kyler Murray, I recommend you stack him with Rondell Moore this week. I think Rondell Moore, you plug into your lineups you don't even have anybody from those games. Salary saver. Could have a 10-plus reception game. I'm telling you guys, he's going to have a big week this week. He's going to have a monster week. James Conner, keep eye out. He's in a great spot, too. He is spendy, so keep that in mind. So, guys, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Again, I'm not sure what's going to happen. Today was supposed to be the shop day and later on for the Toys for Tots stuff. I'm having a hard time getting video or whatever media relations release. I think we're learning though for next year we'll do this way ahead of time as far as getting everything completely set up, so we may have to just do the direct full money donation to their website directly. Again, I looked into it. There'll be a whole video about it. If I do it that way, that'll be in like a nice upload video. I'm gonna have somebody edit But, and I'll post it on Twitter and stuff. I'll post like a screenshot of showing it done, donated, and then the video will come whenever they get it edited. If that's what we decide to do. Probably what's going to have to happen, unfortunately, this year. But next year, we're going to make sure we have everything in line early, because that was kind of a late decision for me. And I should have reached out to them right away when I thought about it like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, but I didn't. So it is what it is. But we'll get it done one way or another. Get 1,200 Hot Wheels. That'd be cool. 1,200 Hot Wheels. Yeah. I wonder, again, I would have to talk to them about being able to film, and I'm not going to be able to talk to anybody now on the weekend for someone like the Dollar Tree. Like I reached out to Target, Walmart, the bigger corporations. But either way, guys, appreciate y'all. You guys are all amazing. Thank you for stopping in this morning. Again, if you guys have any questions on any lineups or anything, feel free to DM me, email me, whatever, man. Just hit me up, text me if you got my number. I'll be more than happy to kind of help you out and weed you through what you need. Appreciate Guns, man. Shout out to Guns. And again, guys, make sure every Saturday night, the Guns Show, Jimmy Guns. Make sure you subscribe to my man Jimmy in there. Tonight is a special gun show. It's actually the Aspen Gun Show. So his daughter will be doing the auction, and make sure you guys are over there. He's in the chat. He could probably post someone could probably post his channel link in the chat as well. So people, if they can't click on it, they can click on the link to get there. Make sure you sub to him. And it's awesome because 100% of what's sold, what his daughter sells, 50% of it is going to go towards her college fund education, and 50% of it is for her to do whatever she likes in the summer. If they go on a vacation, whatever she needs. If she wants to treat herself to a little something, kids need that, right? So, guys, make sure you get out there and support my man and his daughter tonight. Do us a good deed. And until next time, guys, I'll see you guys soon. Love each and every one of you guys.